What's going on, guys? This is the DeFi Crypto Alliance show where we do our best to be the bridge between our fellow real estate investors, entrepreneurs alike, and the cryptocurrency world. Crypto is the biggest opportunity over the next few years, and nothing's even close. Welcome along on the journey. We're pumped to have you guys here. Corey, take it away.
Good morning, Hexicans. How are we doing today? It's been an absolute beautiful morning with meme coins popping off on Pulse Chain. This is the activity we need to see to compete with Solana. Make no mistake, you need meme coins running. You need utility coins running. This is the activity I love to see. I heard from a whale friend of mine that Solana whales are coming over, and I don't know how true it is. I didn't verify it, but there are Solana whales coming over to buy SolidX. This is this kind of activity we need. This is the stuff we want, because when Bonk did its, 30,000x on Solana, it attracted a type of retail to its chain. And what became of that? Well, everything pumped, including Solana itself. So is SolidX going to be that coin? Is it the coin that's going to bring over some new retail money? Who knows? I don't know, but I'm here for it. And I think it's fun to play the game. And I know some of you guys are absolutely murdering it with SolidX. And yeah, we're here for it. So super cool.
That's crazy. I mean, we bring this this price chart up. We're over $160. I believe when we talked, in fact, let's go see. Yesterday when we were talking about it, I think it was like 80 or 90 bucks.
Yeah.
But if it was at 80, you doubled your money if you would have bought during this show. It's crazy. It's bonkers. I was on a call. No, once again, nobody knows, right? Everything could go to zero. You guys do your own due diligence. I was on a call with one of our community members yesterday, and we were looking at the SolidX price chart is like $100, and I was like, look, I don't know what it's gonna do, but you could take a little nibble here and see, and she's up 60% in a day. Not bad. Well, all the core stuff on Pulse Chain has been boring. She got a nice little pump here.
I've had the same conversations. Like, people are asking me, like, hey, should I buy SolidX? Is it too late? I'm like, dude, I don't know the answer to that. Even when I came over to your place, Dane, and when I was like, Dane, like, I put in some money in SolidX, you're like, I'm like, dude, this might be the top. That was at $40. I'm like, this might be the top. I don't know. And well, apparently it wasn't. Apparently $40 was not the top. So I don't know, guys. Does this thing go to 500 to 1,000, or does it stop at maybe 200? We don't know. We're not financial advice type of guys here. We just tell you what we do with our bags. And it's just fun to see it happening. And that's the thing that's really cool. We love to see this. I think this is the type of stuff that we need to bring over bigger players, like I said. And then when they're here, they'll go, oh, you know what? These guys, they have like this Aave fork. Oh, wow. They have this GMX fork. Oh, wow. They have a Liquidity fork. You know, what's this Power City thing? Like, then they stay and play because we have this built out, beautiful ecosystem, but we need something to attract them. Like a firework. You light up a firework in the sky and it explodes. That's going to, attract them over here. And then they stay because there's stuff here. It reminds me of as a kid, Dane, when we would be driving around and you would see those spotlights in the sky. And as a kid, I always wanted my dad to drive to where the spotlight was at, because I'm like, what is that? And there's always some kind of advertising or some kind of premiere that was going on, or some kind of grand opening for maybe a store. But as a kid, you would see that and you're like, oh, I want to go to that. And then that's how they get people there. Well, that's what meme coins are for us, in my opinion. We need these big, giant 50,000x rippers, so that way retail goes, what the heck is going on Pulse Chain? What is Pulse Chain? Well, come over. We got some stuff for you. We got some cool stuff for you. And we're better than Ethereum. We're better than Solana. Stay around a while and you'll understand why.
Seriously, I'm about it. I mean, SolidX might be to $200 today. That's bonkers. I mean, what were we just a few hours ago?
It's retarded. Let me check. Let me check the status of my bag. It's getting a little bit redonkulous.
Your
Where
SolidX has gone up so fast and so hard. It's my largest holding. It's crazy.
that is crazy. That is
Oh
crazy.
man.
It's my second largest holding now, economic wise.
In dollar terms, it's
Yeah,
freaking
in dollar.
wild. Yep.
Oh
Don't fight
yeah.
them, learn to swim with the whales.
Wow, we get a little bit closer. Actually, it's getting close. I'm about. I mean, I don't want to say my bags, but I was gonna say I'm about 20 grand away for it surpassing my main bag, which my main bag's Pulse. My main bag is Pulse. That's my main bag.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
20 grand away from it surpassing it, and I
Oh my
man,
gosh. It's
uh,
funny.
crazy,
Yeah.
crazy, fun.
Yeah,
I'm
Mitch said, yeah, people were staying up in our group last night watching it. Mitch went to bed at 105. I went to bed at about, I saw a dip. It dipped to like just briefly like 85, and I went to bed and I was like, man, I'll probably wake up to it being like $5. And it is what it is. We'll see. And it's 120. And I was like, oh man, this is great. It'll be
little did
fun
you
to
know.
so for the bears out there on this one, I would love your honest feedback because I feel like everyone wants to say things are gonna rug and it's gonna do terribly at some point when it's something that they just don't hold any of.
Exactly.
Everybody did that with Hex too. Everyone faded it, or most people faded it. It wasn't a rug or a scam. It did great. So is this Urban Productions? Do you just not hold the bag, and that's why you're feeling the way that you are, or do you have some more substance behind that thought? I'd love to hear it.
Yeah, give us you got to give us some reasoning behind it and some proof of that reasoning. Because maybe he's onto something. Maybe he found something.
Yeah, if you found something, we want to hear it. Yeah, I don't think he's found anything. Okay, fair enough. Fair
Give it
enough.
2 weeks. That's
Hey,
not
in
enough.
2 weeks, if we're at $1,000 a coin, I'll be chilling.
Yeah, and that's fine because I'll be like, go ahead and rug it because I've already got my money. If you want to
Jeez.
rug it, go ahead. That's
That's fun, man. I tell you, I think we need, like you're saying, Corey, like Pulse Chain hasn't been that much fun. There hasn't been any big runners that people could jump into, and it'd be like a lot of freaking fun. There's been a lot of that action over on Solana.
your
And I
has.
know that, like, look, I think this is a really important talking point. Nobody gives a shit about yield farming. They don't care about decentralization as far as marketing is concerned. Now we're here, we care about it, right? Retail doesn't care about any of that crap. They don't care about any of it. They don't want to hear any of that. They want meme coins. They want to gamble. They want things that pump. That's all they freaking care about. So when people go out there and they shit on somebody else's coin and they're like, oh, you should have bought more T shares when that's down 99%, like that's just is stupid. Like we have to be better about changing and reframing how we talk about things to be able to garner interest. We have to. It's so important. So whether you hold SolidX or not, Icarus, one of our guys in our group, turned 3 grand into 150 racks within 2 days on Icarus. Like we should be telling the world about that stuff. That's great marketing. That is
Oh,
the best marketing for
oh,
Pulse Chain.
that
Facts.
yeah.
Nobody
Put that
cares
on the
about the
postcard.
shares.
Put that on the postcard.
Yes. It just like it blows my mind. So I don't know. You say whatever you want to say. We're here for the fun. We're here for the green candles. You know what I mean? We need the marketing. We need the marketing so badly because there's not a lot of really fun things going on Pulse Chain right now. There's just
Agreed.
not. And so it's
Agreed.
good to see this stuff, and we need to ride these wins when we have them.
And guys, I don't Jeep my RH bags to get into these things. Now I might Jeep some utility type tokens that are non RH utility tokens to get into these things, but I don't Jeep my RH bags. I have my RH bags. So you know that way, if it was a rug to your point, Urban Productions, or it is a rug, to your point, like it doesn't hurt my blue chips. It will never hurt my blue chips. I always go in with other money that I had allocated into the ecosystem that was not for RH. So that's how I look at it. And you're right. We don't know the future. What if it rugs in 2 weeks? It could. And I'll be okay with it. I mean, I lost some initial meme coin and utility token money that I had initially put in. So yeah, green candles.
Really, I find it so fascinating to like take a step back. I'm telling you guys, I think it's so important to let the market, once again, this is my own perspective. If you feel differently, you go do whatever you want. I think it's so important to learn from the market. And I see so many people on Twitter with their heads in the sand, missing out on all the fun. And if that's how you want to manage your stuff, I think that's fine. But man, like if you were just sitting in utility tokens and core assets, like your bags you haven't done hardly anything. In fact, you might be underwater right now if you haven't done anything else. I want to learn from the market. I want to let the market teach me. I want to freaking get to it. We don't have to only hold core things to make some money. In fact, if all you held was core stuff for the last 6 months, like you just haven't had much fun.
Yep. I
Yep.
agree.
Yep.
I'm gonna hold them all. That's how I am.
Yeah, a little bit of all of it.
I'll hold all of it.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, people talk about rugs because they only have RH tokens, so fear is all they know. I mean, I don't think that's the worst take. Crypto Bigfoot likes your seltzer there, Corey.
This is my beer, is what this is. So I quit drinking many years ago, and now I replaced the habit of bubbles and going and drinking. That there was a habit to that part. I just replaced it with soda water. It's a much healthier habit to have, in my honest opinion.
I like it. In fact, me and Corey both, we took our families to Costco this weekend, and Corey walked out with 2 big, huge stacks and put them in his car. He loaded up, ready to go.
I did.
I like it. Man, they freaking have, I tell you, my kryptonite at Costco is those stupid chocolate muffins. Bring those to my house. I can't not eat them. So I think I ate 3 yesterday and I felt awful. I felt terrible.
The family was trying to buy those when we were there, and they were like, even told me like, Dane's getting some. I'm like, I don't care. Dane's getting some. We're not getting none. Like that's just how it goes. Like we're not getting
home yesterday. She's like, where'd all the chocolate muffins go? I don't think the kids hardly ate any. And I was like, I mean, I was home all day.
Yeah. Like, honey, I work from home now. Like, what do you want me to do?
On the counter.
I
love it. Yeah.
It's good.
I think, Jeff nailed it here. Success on Pulse Chain is based on simplicity and successful projects that create interest. We need more on-ramps like Coast and how-to guides. I couldn't agree more. I love this take. In fact, I really liked, there was a couple of them. I'm trying to remember. Corey, was it you telling me? Did we talk about it on the show, or maybe you and I were just talking about it? Oh, maybe it was Ben that was talking about the cross. That's what it was. Talking about the cross-chain swaps, and there's people out there trying to integrate Pulse Chain into those so people could get over here easier.
Yep.
We need more stuff like that.
Yep. Portal X is trying to achieve that. It seems like they keep dropping the ball with liquidity or not connecting to like the proper chains. I think they're relying too much on Change Now for some of that stuff.
I haven't been able to get it to work in months.
Yeah. And
months.
Yeah. In fact, I got to bring this up with like Crypto Coffee, because Crypto Coffee is part of the Pulse Chain Foundation. The one he showed me, he got it from Random R, Crypto Banter. It has like I don't know, 60 different blockchains integrated in there that you can go from one blockchain to the other. If you pay them 10 grand, I think it's 10 grand a month, or there's a yearly. If you pay them, they will implement your blockchain. And they're like the most known now. They're like the most known. I can't remember the name of it. I had to look it up. The known cross-chain portal that's not a bridge, like a zero knowledge proof type portal. But I'll have to get the name. But if you pay them, and they will implement your blockchain, and we need that. We need that. I like that even better than like getting listed on depends on the centralized exchange. Some centralized exchanges are bleh, but others are good. But yeah, I mean, that's like just as good, if not better, getting listed on a centralized exchange to give us easy access to all these different other layer ones. So
I need it. Yeah, I like it. I like
we
it.
need
Yeah,
it.
Mitch, that's a great take. Mitch is in our group. Yeah, he says it's been a little bit boring on pull chain until SolidX. I mean, like, point in case. I'm telling you, like, we need more things like this that are interesting and fun.
Yeah, me and Mitch have been hawking the SolidX price chart for the last like 2 days. It's like,
It's been fun. Yeah. Let's go fighting the good fight of inflation. Yeah, Corey was making note when we were there how the hot dogs haven't gone up in price. And how long has it been? I don't know,
40 or
Corey.
50 years. They're $1.50 for the big giant hot dog, and the beef is an all beef hot dog. It's like, yeah, it's really, really cool because they're eating money on that. Of course, they make money everywhere else. So like really they don't really lose money, but it's a good form of marketing. Be like, hey, we've never changed the price of our all beef hot dog. It's $1.50. Like you go feed your family, man, for cheap.
Yep.
Uh
Hey, I'll have to do it. I'll have to do it on camera. I'll buy a stack of muffins. Come eat them on here. Maybe we get some
Don't
more
challenge him,
engagement.
Urban Productions. He will.
Do a
He
little
will. And he'll
engagement
eat it.
farming
You know what
here
he'll chase it with? With a freaking Hershey's chocolate bar.
with a chocolate bar and a milkshake.
Gonna force Dane to run like 5 miles the next day when he does that.
Oh man, seriously. After yesterday, I woke up today. I ran 3 miles. I went and
Good.
worked out. And I'm
Don't feel so
feeling
bad
good
then.
today.
Don't feel so bad. You kind of earned it.
Yep, absolutely. Dane is the muffin man. It is true. It is
Oh
true.
God. It's so good. It's so good. But
Oh
I got
man.
a talking point whenever we get caught up on the chats here.
Yeah, go for it.
Let's show this, man. This is a very interesting. So Richard Hart, well, his attorneys, they ended up let me go to the window. It's just entire screen. That's always they filed their motion.
Oh yeah,
And
let's take a look at this.
this is funny. Can you see it okay?
Yeah, can you expand it?
Can you see it now?
Oh, yep, got it.
So read the yellow part. The SEC claims that Mr. Hart somehow began spending the proceeds of the mixer transactions 5 months before those proceeds existed. That cannot be. The SEC alleges that Mr. Hart purchased cars and watches, not time machines. This isn't an actual freaking legal document. This is just a freaking, like, we play in a circus, bro. Like, this is one big giant circus, and it's just, man, it is so much fun. It is.
I like
so
how they're poking fun at the SEC. It's yeah, it's healthy.
It just speaks to how stupid the whole thing is. You know what I mean? And they see it. And it's gonna be interesting when the judge reads that. Like, what is gonna be her thoughts when she reads that, dude? Like, okay, like, yeah, hit it.
Well, I think she'll giggle and then nothing will happen,
You're
and
probably
we'll have to
right.
wait for
You're
them to
probably
meet
right.
again. Yeah.
But I mean, maybe she'll have such a sense of humor, she'll dismiss it. She'll like, that was so funny. Case dismissed. 100x for all you Hexakins. Go on ahead. Oh, by the way, SolidX, you can go ahead and get 1,000x.
Let's do it, right? That's funny.
Oh,
That's
my.
good though. Like we're trending in the right direction. I mean, the fact of the matter is, right? Richard said it a million different times. The best marketing are green candles, and I think I think that he's played his hand relatively good for what we've got. Now I'm not a billionaire, so like there's that.
Yet.
That's right. We're working on it. But I think he's supported, well, we don't know. Whoever is in control of the sacrifice wallet has supported price. So we've seen positive momentum there. And so I think that's like, hey guys, everything's going to be fine. I'm giving you signs here that it's going to be all right. We need to get this monkey off our back. and so the patient will be rewarded. Like that's absolutely how I feel about this.
100%.
And if we go get some now money with some like SolidX and grow our pulse bags, I'm for it. Let's do that.
I saw you post on the Titan X and on Money Gangs yesterday. I don't know if you saw my response. I was like, but Dane, the buy and burn. Like, no one gives a shit.
I just like, in fact, this was fun. I was talking, so the same I was talking with one of our group members yesterday, and she wanted to offboard some money off of Pulse Chain, point in case, because things haven't been that exciting. She wanted to pull funds from Pulse Chain to go buy Tesla because she saw this
Yeah.
influencer that's continually wrong on his crypto calls talk about how Tesla is going to be an incredible buy and it should be 20x higher, and it's just a matter until the market catches up. She's like, "Do you think this is a bad idea?" Which I think is a really fair question. And we're always trying to like rebalance and determine, hey, like, are we in the right places? Are we making the right decisions? I think everyone should review their portfolio. I think that was a great question. And I told her this. I said, look, I don't know if it's right nor wrong. I have no idea. And that's the most important
Love that.
takeaway here is that
Love
influencer on YouTube has no idea either.
Nope.
I can make an incredible case why Tesla should be 20x higher. I can make a great case why it should be a valueless company and be worth nothing. Everything is narratives. That's all that this is. And so, at the end of the day, like, you figure out where you're comfy placing bets on the narratives that you think are more likely to attract more buy pressure than sell pressure. And that's it. That's
Yep.
all that matters.
I can guarantee you one thing: that influencer holds a big bag of Tesla.
Oh, guaranteed.
That
Oh, he
that
does. That's why he's talking about it.
that
Right.
we can guarantee. He's got a massive bag of Tesla. Whether or not it does, I don't think Tesla's like a Bitcoin asset. It's heavy. It can move, yeah, and it's probably going to be it'll definitely be something in the future. I mean, Elon's a beast, right? He's always innovating for sure. But man, for a 20x, man, that's pretty incredible. Like
That's
that
a huge move in the stock
for
market,
all,
like
especially that one.
unprecedented.
Yeah,
In our group member, she made a great point. She's like, "Well, look at it. Look at Nvidia. Like that was look at what it's done." And once again,
sure,
I think it's
sure,
done great, but that's like
sure.
one
There,
in 10,000 stocks that's made a move like that. Do you think Tesla's going to do a 1 in 10,000 type of move? I don't know if it will or not, but once
yeah.
again, you're just trying to bet on likelihood and narratives. And the question is what do you believe for yourself and for your own holdings? It's up to everybody to make their own decisions.
Yep. Well said.
Yep. That's fun. So I'm gonna go to Costco tonight, buy a stack of chocolate muffins for open mic Friday, and we'll see if I can eat 6 of them in a sitting. We could try that. That'll get people to buy more SolidX. I'll do it.
I would be willing to bet that you could eat 6 of them in a single sitting.
I could. I'd feel awful, but I absolutely could manage that. I have no doubt in my mind.
Oh my gosh, it's so great. It's so great.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Well,
So once
yeah,
again, you
man.
guys, like, I really think the message, and you make your own financial decisions. Corey and I, ours haven't changed. We hold our core stuff, and Richard, we trust. We think that Pulse Chain is going to rip. It's just a matter of timing. And I think that all this stuff, when we have something good to market about Pulse Chain, we should be telling the world to try to get people to come over. Because if you can get them to stick, they'll buy the stuff that you own too, most likely. They'll buy Pulse. They'll buy Pulsex. They'll buy Ink. They'll buy. They might even buy Hex. Like, imagine that, you guys. Like, they'll come and buy the stuff that has good narratives. We should be using all this as marketing to bring people over.
Oh man, this Jamie's right here. I love this. We need to be on the big bridges like Stargate and Rango. Yeah, Stargates, that's another zero proof type technology where you can go from anywhere to anywhere without using the bridge. That's what we need. Yeah, Stargate's some pretty innovative tech that they created in this last bear market. And yeah, I would love to see us get even on one of those, and it would be massive for our brand and our chain. I'm gonna talk to, like I said, I see Coffee every once in a while here in Puerto Rico. I think he's traveling right now. But maybe next week I'll have him meet me at the Kava bar, and then I'm going to talk to him and see what are the likelihood of us getting onto one of these big $0 proofs type, like a Stargate or something like that. It would be awesome.
It'd
It
be
would
cool
be
to see
so
what he
cool.
knew. That would be
Yeah.
good.
Even when we were doing the Gophers day, and that was a pain in the butt because like to get from
Oh,
Pulse Chain over, basically you had to go like from Pulse Chain over to Ethereum, and then from Ethereum you could go over to Solana very easily, but you couldn't do it directly from Pulse Chain. Well, at least I didn't find something, and you guys, if in the chats, if you found a way that was a direct bridge to Solana from Pulse Chain, let me know, because I couldn't find anything. I had to go over there, and then you could use like Change Now or any of the Stargate type places or any of them to go over to Solana. But like from Pulse Chain, it was like, man, we're on this abandoned island out of here with like one road that goes in and out. It's like, we need more roads going in and out. This is crazy. Now, 0x Coast helps with the roads going in and out of the fiat world. And that's great that's coming, but we need more roads into other blockchain worlds, not just one bridge to Ethereum and then get from Ethereum over. It's just painful. And whales don't want to do that. They don't want to go through all those hoops to come over. I mean, if they see stuff like SolidX, it's getting like a 10,000x, yeah, they might come over. But in general, to come over and play in our playground, they just don't want all that resistance. So yeah, it's interesting stuff.
it is. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, I felt the same way Urban Production when I was buying at $40. Yeah.
I wouldn't get in if I knew, but to me, it's risky. Now, yeah, it's hard to say, man. I mean, I was on Randy Hilarski's Zoom call yesterday. If you're part of his Patreon group, which I'm part of his group, I love Randy. He's, I'm blessed to call him a friend. Like I said earlier or yesterday, he was one of the reasons why it was one of my kept my strength about me during the bear market. Him and Sami. But I was in his group yesterday, and the creator of the coin was in there, SolidX. His name is SolidHex, HEX. He's an OG Hexican, and he put a lot of money in the February lows of Hex. I'm talking about a lot of money. And yeah, he was in there and talking about his vision with the coin, what he wants to do. Randy holds a pretty good supply of the coin also. And he actually wants it to be a premier Bitcoin asset on Pulse Chain, the actual like Bitcoin type, where you just use it for a store of value. People are talking about, oh, I take all my profits and I put it into that. I said, screw that. Take all your garbage coins that have make you no money, that are pretty much lifeless, and put those in there. That's what I did with a lot of my stuff yesterday. And who knows on productions, if the thing goes, like he's talking about, he wants it to go to 1,500. Here's a fun statistic. He's the one that made the Axis coin go to the market cap that is at today. And if it goes to the same market cap as Axis coin, that's $965. So like, which means you still have room to run. I mean, it's not like, it's not a 100x sexy, but I mean, a 10x. Where are you going to get a 10x right now? You might get them in some new meme coins, but like, I don't know. This is you're swimming with the whales, how Paulsack says with this, and you might get your 10x there. I don't know. He's going to like buying his coin more than he likes buying the Axis coin. I'll tell you that. And I could be wrong about that, but they all have an agreement too. Axis, Randy, and it is Axis, Randy, and of course him. They're bonding all their liquidity together and putting all their coins together and trying to make like an index of this sorts of these coins. We'll see how that plays out. I don't know, the whole Hart's Law. So it'll be fun to see them kind of, craft this. But I mean, yeah, it was fun to talk to him. If you guys also haven't watched the Money Gain Crypto episode on SolidX, it came out, I think it was yesterday. It's only about 20 minutes long, and he does a bit of a chain analysis on the guy, and it's pretty incredible. It's really, really incredible.
Did it show what has he been using the yield farming in order to be able to buy the price
Yes,
chart up?
it shows it. Yeah. He's
Is
like,
that well, I guess my question is that primarily where the funds are coming to be able to pump the price chart?
well, yeah, but he's
Did
also
he
like,
show?
he put in multiple six figures on the very hex bottom. Like, that's, I mean, the guy's made it, in as far as terms of like, being a well and in the ecosystem. He was the second largest pulse chain sacrificer. He sacrificed over $8 million for pulse chain when the sacrifice was going on. And think about this, Dame. This was an interesting thought experiment. So today, if he's making, say today he's making, 80 grand a day from yield out of the Pulse X farms. And that's what Ink token being whatever it is. I think it's $5.50 today. What if Ink does a 10x? What is he making then a day? What's he going to do with that money? What's he going to, if Ink token does a 10x, where's he going to put that money at? You know what I mean? This is the things that you got to think about. Now, I get it. Like, it can rug. Yeah, it can rug on productions. I agree. But once again, what about the upside? What if he rugs me to the upside? What if he puts me on a magic carpet ride like Richard does? That's what then is it $100 or $150? I mean, is that expensive? I don't know. It could be. It could be a local top. Maybe. Maybe it's not. Maybe it goes way past $1,500. Access Coin hit $50,000, and Access Coin almost has the same kind of like tokenomics and the strategy. And he did that with his coin, with Access Coin. What if he takes this coin to $50,000? I'm not saying he is, but there is a world where that could happen. It'd be stupid. It would be so stupid.
It's important to take into account both the upside and the downside and try to weigh.
Or it can rug.
Even if you were to buy at these levels, like you could take just a little nibble. You don't have to put in a lot of money. Like a little nibble, $1,000 a 10x. Like
could totally rug.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's what we did yesterday with one of our community members. I was like, I don't know what to do here. I was like, if you want in, just take a little nibble and we'll see what happens. And lo and behold, like her little nibble's up 50%. It's great.
Yeah, see, there are bright lights in the community with us, and so is Paul Sachs. This is the thing. We don't know, and I'll tell you what. I like this founder a lot more than I like Mr. freaking Jake Sharp. Like, like I wish I could have all that liquidity back and put it in this. Like, I'm like, man, I gave a guy who I don't even like, some money to his protocol. And like this guy, I actually like this guy. Like I talked to him. He was very humble and nice when I talked to the guy. Like, I mean, I don't know. But once again, you got to make your financial decisions, but you want to give you want to think about, have you bought Jay Sharp's ebook? Does he have an ebook? Is he selling an ebook now? Is he broke? Did he spend all his ETH money he made from freaking Titan X? The guy robbed the community right out of the gate, and everyone still praised him on. Praise Jay Sharp. He just rugged us for 800 grand, but we're still going to give him more. It was funny. It was so funny. But I lost my train of thought. Damn it, Productions. You lost my train of thought.
Paul, I'm curious what Paul's thoughts are. Do we breach 200 today? Is that a today thing or a tomorrow thing? What does swimming with this whale look like, sir? Let's see it in the chat.
Yeah, it's fun. It's definitely fun, man.
Ebook on drop shipping.
Now he's doing drop shipping. I mean, yeah, dude, he's gonna go and scam every community he possibly can, right? That's like his
Yeah. It's too bad too, because he talked a great game. Like I enjoyed his early content. I thought he was a good addition to the community. But you just want to be wise about how you're building things.
Yeah. I agree, and you want to learn to think for yourself, because I mean, all these these OGs, and I don't want to mention no names or anything, but a lot of these OGs brought over a lot of they like got people to sell the bottom and impulse chain before the big pump, and then as they sold the bottom, come over here and Titan X. What did those OGs do? They were selling on their heads. It was a big giant pump and dump. Literally, it was one big giant pump and dump, very well coordinated. That's all it was. That's all Titan X was. It was disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. I sold
Paul
that at
says,
$132. I'm too embarrassed.
he says 177 by end of the day. I said that at $132 this morning. I'm too bearish. Bright Light says
Oh,
690 by July.
oh man. Oh
I
man.
like
Oh
it.
man.
Oh, it's fun. Fun to see stuff running, and I'm telling you, I think Richard has a magic carpet ride in store as well. Once he could get some of this other stuff resolved and off his back, once you feel like the timing is right. I mean,
Oh, this is just taste. This is a
imagine
taste.
ETH like, what if you could make some money now, and ETH gets to 10 grand? You know, maybe that's closer towards maybe that's Q3 of this year. Maybe 10 grand ETH. I don't know, maybe it's Q4, and then someone that will not be named here decided to take said ETH and rotate it back. Like, there's so much good stuff going on. Yeah, I just want to try to get some of all of it.
Yep, agreed. It's funny because like we are a lever. Well, Pulse Chain or RH assets are a leverage play on ETH. If ETH does really well, then Pulse Chain does really well. If Pulse Chain does really well, that means the Ink token is doing even better because the Ink token seems to be just a massive ripper. And if the Ink token is doing really well, guess what else is going to do really well? SolidX. SolidX is leverage play on Ink. Think about that. It's leverage play on Ink. Ink is leverage play on Pulse. Pulse is leverage play on Ethereum. It is insane.
I like it.
Insane.
I like it.
It's fun to wrap your head around it. I'm just like, oh my God.
It is. It's really fun. I agree.
Yeah. And Bright Light, hey man, thank you for, I think you were the one that did the airdrop. I appreciate that too, man. I'm part of Randy's group and all that. So I appreciate, I think it was if you did the YEP token, appreciate you, sir. Appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I did not cheat. I still have the bag. I did not cheat. Not if only when pulsing will do well.
I like it. Agreed. Yeah. It's a matter of timing.
That's all it is. That's all it is. Oh, you're welcome. Yep. Yeah. Thanks, Bright Light. Appreciate you, man. Yep. I don't want to provide liquidity with it. Like, dude, I had to pull my Nope token out of the liquidity and fucks because I was getting wrecked on it. And Randy was like, so like, I want everyone to provide liquidity. And then like, now I'm getting wrecked on it. I had to go pull it today. And I'm like, God, because Nope is running today. Nope is freaking running. I think Yep is running too. They're both running because they're bonded to liquidity too. I know that. And I was like, man, I'm like, I go in there and I check my Nope tokens. I'm like, nah, bro, I'm done. I'm pulling this out. It's becoming a valuable asset now. Like before, it was like, it's fun. It was funny money. Like, I'll put it in there. I'll earn my fucks rewards, and then I can buy whatever with my fucks. Now it's starting to become valuable. And it's like, God, I got to get it out of there before I get wrecked. If you guys keep running the price chart up, that free airdrop becomes nothing.
Right.
Man, I'm providing liquidity is a tricky game, man. I'm learning a lot of hard lessons here with it. I'll tell you that. You put something in, you're like, oh, it's my throwaway bag because it's worth nothing. Like it's worth nothing. And then it becomes worth something. And then nothing you have this big and giant permanent loss. You have to pay a bill on it. It's like paying a freaking invoice or something. You're like, oh, by the way, yeah, you made your passive income, but guess what? While you're checking out, go ahead and give up 70% of your bag. Like what? No.
I think that's one of the biggest mistakes you see people do all the time with liquidity providing. They're like, well, I like these are both tokens. I don't care which one I keep. Well, you care a lot if the one does a 10x and another one doesn't. You'll care a lot which one you kept. And the fact you're selling that one that did a 10x, you're selling it down for the one that didn't. You'll care a lot.
I'm not doing it. I just I think I was having that conversation with someone in their community day, and he was talking about providing Ink and Pulse. He's like, well, I don't care because I'll be left with a bunch of Pulse. I'm like, but you lost your Ink bag. Your Ink bag is more valuable. You have a lot of Pulse. Well, I mean, maybe I don't know if he does or not, but like your Ink bag is going to be your leverage on Pulse. Like this is like you need your Ink bag. Like I'm not losing 70% of my Ink bag to earn a little bit more ink.
Right. Right.
I'm not doing it. Gosh, you
No,
guys.
I pulled all my LP positions. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
Ah, Paul Sachs. Yeah, it's been so much fun. Yeah. Gosh. I aped in Paul Sachs, and you came in, you're like, nah, you just got to swim with the whales. I think it was like a $38. And then right after that, I was like, man, all right, I'll put another massive bullet in it. I'm like, screw it. Like, Paul Sachs is right. Like, this thing might never do a retrace. It's going to retrace eventually, but like, let's say it hits $500 and then it does a retrace. Well, 50% from $500 is $250. It's like you don't. It's like, what if it goes 70%? Well, it's like probably like 150. Like, you're still not in that. It just, you got to get crushed like 95% or more, because it's just, yeah. You have to analyze these things when things are running like this. God.
If you wanted to get into SolidX, we're getting a little bit of a pullback here. We're up as high as almost
Are you showing your screen?
170. Nope,
Oh, okay. It is.
but I can. Let me do it. Let's do it.
Sure. Let's
I
take
mean,
a look.
if you wanted to get in, I mean, there's not been many pullbacks. This one's for this price chart. It's a decent one.
Oh, what is it? What is it hitting?
So I mean, we made it to almost 170 bucks. I mean, this is it's crazy to say this is a reasonable pullback. 12% pullback. 12% dip. And these freaking things don't last long. Don't share the name, but talk about the story you're telling me of trying to shake out the weak hands on this price chart.
Oh yeah, I got a well friend. He's a friend. He had a lot of SolidX. He had 13,000 coins, and he goes to sell them and to try to shake out more whales so he can come and buy the bottom, basically, and steal fear into the price chart or into the marketplace. And as soon as he sold the 13,000 coins, the fire whale went and bought them back up immediately, and he lost his position. It's like, fuck, dude. Like, what? You lost your position on that? Like, holy crap, 13,000 coins. Like, I mean, I made a similar. I mean, I knew I knew about this and how well it was crafted, and the guy behind it. Like, I could have gone in really heavy at $5, and I didn't. I got in at $5, but then I had to go back in at 40. Like, I could have had like 10 times more coins, dude. If I would put the same amount of money in, I did at $40, I did at $5, bro, like my SolidX would be 7 figures right now if I'd have did that.
Right.
What are you gonna do?
Yep.
I fumbled the bag is what I did there. For me, that's what I could say. I knew, I knew, how did what more assurance did I need? I still, at $5, Dane, I know what I did. I looked at the price chart and I was like, oh, there has to be a correction.
Yeah, I was looking for a dip.
At $5, I was looking for a dip. And I got punished, severely punished. So,
right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, cool, guys. It's been fun. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us. There's almost 300 of you on today. We appreciate you. Make sure you come over, like, and subscribe to YouTube channels too. Try to push the algorithm a little bit so we could pump everyone's bags. That's the goal here, and cut through the narratives, get you guys some information. And hopefully you can make better decisions rather than being the forever bag holders or, not changing your life this cycle like you could if you just played your hand a little bit better than you may have in the past. So we appreciate you guys chiming in here. Anything you want to end with, Corey?
Yeah, so Paul might know who I'm talking about. Yeah, that's interesting, bro. Yeah, it's he knows how to play the game, and I'm sure he's made a lot of money playing that game. It's just, that's how it goes. No, that's it, man. Come like and subscribe, please. Like Dane said, we want to help our algorithm. We want to be, the premier crypto/real estate, cut through narratives, BS, non-BS show for this bull market for you guys to come in and lean on and just have a good time with us while we're trying to make $1 or $2. That's all. And so, yeah, come watch us on YouTube. That's the best premier place. And then you can come and partake in Open Mic Friday where we bring you guys on the show and we interact with you and we talk about these assets. We talk about real estate. We talk about money in general. It's an absolute blast. So come over, have fun with us. This is the mission we on. Once again, we want to use cryptocurrency as a wealth creation tool and use real estate as a wealth preservation tool. Combine these asset classes together and change the trajectory not only of our lives, but our families' lives and hopefully some of our friends who want to come along this journey with us. It's going to be an absolute blessing. So that's it for me, man. Let's go have some lunch.
Yep, let's do it. Cool, guys. Have a good one.
Peace.